I'm
Okay.
ready. Hello, welcome to Master the Monsters. My name is Christine and this is Erin. We are coaches with Coaches Culmination, and we are here to connect with you today about mastering your monsters. So, Erin, welcome, good morning, and I'm going to let you just introduce yourself before we jump into the questions.
Thank you, Christine. This is so exciting to talk about mastering your monster, right? Especially this time of year, Halloween, spooky stuff. I love this theme. I'm Erin Slutsky, and I work with self-sufficient women who really want to connect with their authentic selves. And I use the tool called the Enneagram Personality Assessment, and I help those women connect with themselves so they can connect with others. I live in Bristol, Wisconsin, and I love being a part of this um, Midwest area where we are so close to like the nature and lakes and woods in the area, and yet we can still access the city. So I just love living in this area. I live here with my husband, whose name is also Aaron. So if you ever hear me talking about another Aaron, it's him. We've been married for 31 years now, and we have four daughters and a 5-year-old granddaughter.
That's awesome. Thank you, Erin, for sharing that. Okay, well, let's jump into the monsters that you help other people master. So, as a coach, and tell us what kind of coach you are, or what
Yeah,
title.
what title? That's probably one of the hardest things for me to nail down
Yeah.
because I use like I said before, the Enneagram. So a lot of people consider me an Enneagram coach, but I do so much more than that because the Enneagram is the tool that I use to help
Okay.
women just get to the root of what's going on and also notice things that are going on at work and seeing if there's patterns at home and noticing what the common thread is that they could pull so it can all be, unraveled at the same time. So,
Yeah. That was perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so tell us, what monster do you help others master?
yeah, the one that came to my mind first was the monster of disconnection.
Mm,
Like I said before, women usually come to me with some kind of guidance that they need to navigate an issue related to work. They're feeling burnt out and overwhelmed and doubting themselves. This takes its toll on the stuff that's going on at home too, their personal lives, their family lives, and they can't show up as their best selves
mm,
because they're not connecting with themselves. They feel disconnected from other people, and that just leaves them lonely and stuck. And they're not making the connections between what's going on at work and their home lives. So there's usually a common thread reflected in both. So I help women connect with who they are, why they do what they do, how they see the world, what trips them up.
mhm.
That way they can make deeper connections with other people and it creates empathy.
Excellent. I think you answered this a little bit in this answer, but the follow-up question to this is, why is that an important monster to master? Is there anything
Yeah.
else you want to say about that?
Well, when I use the Enneagram personality assessment, I show them how to connect with their core motivations and their core fears
Okay.
so they can master that monster. And once they understand what makes them tick, they can build self acceptance and feel connected to themselves.
Mm,
So, this gives them courage to be vulnerable and share and ask for help because we all need help as women, right?
yeah.
Even though we're the ones always helping other people and pouring ourselves out, we need to take a minute and say, hey, I could use some support too. So I help them make the connection between work and the patterns at home. And that's what's going to align their work life. I don't really like that term of work-life balance.
Yeah.
I like more of an alignment, more of a working
Oh,
together.
yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I don't know if balance is actually achievable, right?
Yeah,
There's an ebb and a
I don't think
flow
so,
all the time. And
for sure.
yeah, yeah. Well, tell us, Erin, how do you help others to master this monster?
Well, obviously, I use the Enneagram to help to give them a
Yeah,
tool to understand themselves. It also helps me be a better coach for them because I can understand where they're coming from.
yeah.
So, like one of my clients, she found the courage to leave a toxic work environment by connecting with herself using the Enneagram. And she was also in a toxic relationship. And she found the courage to leave that as well. Because doing that, she found self acceptance in her singleness. She
Mhm.
just like, it took a little while, but she was able to claim that. And
Yeah.
she is thriving now. Um, her health has improved. Her mindset has improved. She even started her own business and building that and really found belonging in local networking groups of other small business owners.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me, Erin, tell us if there is a woman who maybe doesn't have a job outside the home, is she still an ideal client for you?
So, a little of my story, I was a stay at home mom for almost 25 years. And I think this is probably the root of why I do what I do
Yeah.
because I was a stay at home mom. We did homeschool for a few years. And I did a lot of volunteering, leading women, mentoring women, teaching, speaking. And it, again, pouring out to other women, pouring out to my family. So by the time my kids started leaving the nest,
Yeah.
I was looking in the mirror going, wait a minute, who am I? And what do I want to do? It was the first time I was able to like make that decision of, oh, maybe I can think about me being a priority now. Right. But I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was, who I was or anything. And the Enneagram helped me rediscover who I was. Um, so women who don't work outside the home, stay at home moms, they can get lost in that just as much as a working person can,
Yes.
um, outside the home. But when I work with women like that, I find that they don't have that I self identity of I am a you know uh, executive director. I am a manager of whatever. Right? They don't have that label to identify themselves with, which, you know, we can like even in your introduction, it's like, what kind of coach am I? What label do I want to put on myself? Let me tell you about who I am and what makes me tick, right? So we can connect together. So women who don't work outside the home, it can be so powerful because you are doing such a huge job,
Mhm.
whether you're raising your family, managing your home. I mean, when I went out to the workforce after my kids started leaving the nest, after being a stay at home mom for that long, I had to create a resume. What was I going to put on that?
Mm.
Well, I actually had a lot of skills I could think of
Yeah.
managing my family, managing my home, volunteering out in the community. And it made me feel good just to do that.
Great. Great. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, well, tell us what is the impact of mastering and maybe not mastering this monster that you're
Yeah.
talking about and sharing with us today?
I mean, mental health is such a huge topic right now, and not addressing the monster of disconnection can lead to mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and loneliness. I mean, even the Surgeon General has declared loneliness as an epidemic.
Mm,
I mean, you would think we would be so connected now with being able to do something like this. We can connect with anyone around the world,
yeah.
and yet we are feeling so lonely. And it can also affect our physical health. Stress in our bodies, like muscle tension and headaches and backaches and stomach aches, and can lead to chronic autoimmune disorders if left untreated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Well, last question today about your
Yeah.
monster, but what do you love, Erin, about witnessing others master this monster?
I guess when I see those women make connections with themselves, with others, and connections like those light bulb moments,
Mm,
and I get to see their lives change, it
yeah.
encourages me to do the same. It
Uh,
reminds me that we all need the support of someone who can be objective and hold space for us to learn and grow.
yeah. Love that. Thank you so much. Is there anything else you wanted to say about mastering that monster?
Reach out. Sometimes we have to be the first ones to make that move, to send that text, to go to that event. Take one step towards connection with yourself so you can have the courage to connect with others.
I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for having
encouraging.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So encouraging. Okay.